The most valuable parts of an app is the data. With the data, we can generate useful information to perform prediction, recommendation, and even selling the information for money. However, if the app data is stored within the app locally, then there is no way you can gather the data to generate useful information. With Firestore, we can build an app that stores the data in the Firebase cloud storage with ease. It allows you to generate useful information from the data instantly. The best thing is the Firestore supports instant synchronizations of data across multiple devices and have offline capabilities. Welcome to JustCode channel to learn coding with me. Your likes, favorite, sharing, and subscription to this channel are my biggest motivations to create more videos. If you have any question in this tutorial, please leave a comment below. All our tutorial videos are available in both English and Mandarin. In the last two tutorials, I had shown you how to add Firebase authentication into our app. If you have not watched our tutorial 10 and 11, please watch it before proceeding. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Firestore from Firebase to store and synchronize user data across multiple devices instantly. To use Firestore from Firebase, we need to enable it first by creating a database in Firebase. Let's bring up the Firebase console. Click on the JustCode DICT project. Click on the Cloud Firestore from the left menu. Click on the Create Database button. From the pop-up dialog box, select the Preferred Mode of Operations. For this tutorial, we will select the Production mode and click on the Next button. Select the Cloud Firestore location nearest to your region and click on the Enable buttons. After the database is created, click on the Rules tab. The default rule for the new database will deny all access. To allow the authenticated user to access the database, we need to modify the existing rule. We need to know if the request access is authenticated or not by checking the existence of the AUTH object and the UID as shown. Click on the Publish button to publish the change. Next, we need to create an index in the database to return the data ordered by the Add On field in descending order. Click on the Create Index link. Key in a minimum of 2 fields for the index. The first field will be the user ID, and the second field will be the Add-on field. Select the Add-on field order as descending. Key in the collection ID. Select the query scope as collection. And click on the Create Index button. It will take some time for the building of the index. We have completed the setup in Firebase console. Now, we are going to proceed to add the Firestore features into our dictionary app. Let's bring out the terminal screen. Ensure you are in the project root folder. We will issue the following command to upgrade the existing Firebase module we have installed in the past tutorial due to there is a version update available. Next, we will install the Firebase npm module. After the module is installed, issue the port update command for the iOS platform. Next, we will create the build files for the Android platform by issue the gradule clean command. In our existing app, we store the user favorite word data in the device local storage. We will change the data storing logic to store the user favorite word into the Firestore. Let's bring out the VS Code, open the helper.js under the source library folder, as all existing data storage logic reside in this file. First, let us import the Firestore module. Next, scroll down to the isFavorite method and add in the session parameter. We need the session parameter as we need the user ID to get the record that belong to the user from Firestore. In the method, we will check if the user has logged in or not. Next, we invoke the Firestore to get the favorite word list snapshot that belongs to the user and filtered by the selected word. If the snapshot contains the documents, this means the selected word is already favorite. We had complete the changes for isFavorite method. Next, we will make similar change to the makeFavorite methods. We add the session parameters, check if the user has logged in, invoke the add method from Firestore to add the word into the favorite word collection as shown. The next method we're going to modify is delete favorite. As usual, we add in the session parameter and check if the user has logged in or not. We then get the selected word record from the Firestore. If the record exists, we will invoke the delete method from Firestore to remove the record based on the record ID. The last method to amend in helper.js is the getFavoriteList method. We will add in the session parameter and check if the user has logged in or not. Then, we will get the user favorite word list from Firestore and order descending by the add-on field. Next, we need to convert the snapshot returned by Firestore to the array format used by our existing app so that existing page component no need to make any modification. Next, we're going to amend the pageAction.js under the source Redux action folder. Scroll to the pageFavoriteLoadList method and add in the session parameter. Then, we will pass in the session parameter into the getFavoriteList method from the helper module. Now, open the index.js under the source screen favorite folder. In the loadFavoriteList method, we will pass in the session property into the pageFavoriteLoadList method from pageAction module. Scroll down until the render hidden item property of swipe list view. Pass in the session property into the delete favorite method from helper module. Next, open the index.js under the source component word def folder. Scroll to the isFavorite method and add in the session property. Scroll down further to the touchable opacity element. Add in the session property in both makeFavorite and delete favorite methods from helper module. We have completed all the changes for now. Let's compile and run the application in the iOS simulator. The app has launched in the simulator. Let's place some breakpoints in the helper.js file. Key in a word to search and favorite the words. At the login screen, click on the Sign in with Google button. Now, click on the heart icon again to favorite the words. The make favorite method will be invoked. It first checks if the user has logged in or not, and then call the add method from the Firestore module to add the selected word into the favorite list. Now, let's tap on the favorite tab, and the get favorite list method will be invoked. It will check if the user has logged in or not. Then, it will call the get method from Firestore to get the user favorite word list. If the list is not empty, then we will convert the list to the array used by the app. Let us remove the favorite word from the app, and the delete favorite method will be invoked. It will check if the user has logged in or not. It then will get the favorite word record to get the record ID. Followed by, it will call the delete method from the Firestore module to remove the record from Firestore. Till now, I have shown you how to create, delete, and get records from the Firestore. In the last part of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to perform real-time data synchronization across multiple devices. To achieve that, we just need to define a listener to listen for the data change in real time. Open the app.js file in the project root folder. First, we import the Firestore and the action tab modules. Then, we define the Firestore unsubscribe variable and set it to null. In the component dipMount method, we will add in the listener to listen for any data change on the favorite word list as shown. The listener will return an unsubscribe method which we will use it later. If there is a data in the snapshot, we convert it to the array used by the application and then dispatch the page favorite load list fulfill action with the array in the payload. At the component dipAmount method, we will invoke the Firestore unsubscribe method to unsubscribe the Firestore listener. Let's save the file and wait for the app to reload in the iOS simulator. We will also run another instance of the app in the Android device. In the iOS, let's tap on the favorite tab to show the favorite word list. In the Android device, let's perform a login using the same account as the iOS simulator. Now, let's perform a word search in the Android device. Favorite the word in the Android device, and you will see the favorite word list in the iOS will update automatically instantly. I have shown you how to perform real-time data synchronization across multiple devices. Now, I will show you the offline capability of the Firestore. Let's switch the Android device to flight mode so that there is no network available. We will remove the word we have just flavored in the Android device. As you can see, that the flavored word list in the iOS simulator remain unchanged. Now, let us turn off the flight mode in the Android device. Once the Android device came back online, it will delete the flavored word list from Firestore, and the iOS device will receive the snapshot on the data change and update its list accordingly. Isn't it amazing? We have come to the end of this tutorial. Today, I have demonstrated using the Firestore to store user data in Firebase. I also have shown you the real-time data synchronization across multiple devices and the offline capability of Firestore. Stay tuned for our next tutorial video. If you have any question regarding this tutorial or any topic related to mobile app development you wish to know, please leave a comment below. You can follow the link to get the source code for this tutorial on our GitHub page. Your likes, favorite, sharing, and subscription are my biggest motivation to create more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!